Protecting your finances in uncertain times. Indeed, it is uncertain times. So, one of the things we know for sure is that when it's tight financially for the ordinary working, normal job, holding, professional career human being, guess what? It is worse, much worse for the scammers. You see, they have no income to begin with. They live off the backs of hard, diligent, working other people. So these scammers show up in uncertain times because they know that we are all pushing to do better, to hold on to more of the dollars we work for, to keep more of our after-tax income so we can live the life we choose, to be able to pay for our living expenses, still be able to go on a vacation. But those scammers, that is when they get hot like pepper. You would think they are created from ghost pepper. These guys are hot, men and women. They use all kinds of fraudulent tactics to get us to do what they want to do. So, one of the things we have to be for sure is to be alert and to be aware. Awareness is what prevents us from falling into the trap of scammers. Scammers everywhere. These people show up because they know there's somebody out there, a senior, a young person who really wants to make a little more money on their full-time job, the mother who knows she's going to lay off, the person who thinks when I'm buying a home and I need a little bit more money. They are preying on seniors. I get them. I get those things. And that is what got me thinking. And I said, if I am getting it, I'm a senior. That means everybody is getting it. They believe that we are sitting ducks, waiting for them to come with the duck call of a $45 an hour job or something similar. So they are pushing and they are wanting us to do things so that they can get their little claws on our money. So as you know, I lean on the 5 pillars of prosperity. That's my thing. Hi, Yuko. So, and what I want to say is that it's time for another session of realizing that financial prosperity is holding the money you already have. Do not let them tell you what to do with your money. And they're offering you a job. Hey, you know you can get it. So I am here to support you through these ever-changing times. I am using what I know from the 5 pillars of prosperity, and finance is a big one. So today I want to bring you awareness, not fear, not worry, but empowerment. Because your financial health is your personal responsibility. It's not the bank. It's not your employer. It's not anybody else. Your financial prosperity is your personal responsibility. And today's world, this world we live in, requires that we stay vigilant, especially when we are searching for opportunities. That's when they get us, when we are searching for opportunities. And in the sense of searching for an opportunity, we end up getting in a trap. You know that we're looking for an opportunity and we end up in a trap instead. So let me tell you what's happening right now in real time across the country and beyond, across the world, everywhere. In times of financial instability, like the one we're living in now, scammers become even more active and creative. They know people are looking for part-time jobs, a gig here, a little engagement there, something to make sure they do better over here. And so what they do, we all are on social media. They know some of us are feeling desperate. And they use that because we're vulnerable at that time. We want more. We want to make sure we protect. We have money to feed the kids, to feed ourselves, to help our grandparents, to help our parents. So, and they want to reach into our wallet. They want to get even worse into our bank account. Because when they get their claws in the bank account, we are screwed, literally screwed. And we need to know that. It's that simple. Listen carefully to what I am going to say. Be aware. Watch all the messages and notification and things you get. Do not just accept everything. It's that simple. You get an email. It looks legit, professional. It might say, "Dear Miss," using your email address. "Dear Mr. John Smith, 46 or 49 at gmail.com. Dear Mr. So and so at gmail.com. Dear Mrs. at gmail.com. I hear who, at whatever. We have received your resume. You didn't send them your resume. How come they have a resume? And are excited. They are more excited for you that is looking for the job. And we are so excited to offer you a remote work opportunity at $45 an hour. Oh my God, our antenna goes up. My present job is paying me $41 or $20 an hour, and I can make $45 an hour. Oh yeah, I'm in. Pause. We talk a lot about pausing on these platforms that I go on. What do you notice? Ask me. Look at what I just said. If I have your resume, why would I send it to your email address? If I have your email address, wherever I got it from, I should be able to find your name, right? They didn't even use your name. They don't use our name, just our email address. That's the red flag. First red flag. Email address. Dear Miss Email. Really? They praise your skills without knowing, ever meeting you. They offer you high pay, little work, and flexible hours. But then the trap comes in this. Hey, yeah, and we're going to process everything right now. To process your first payment, which will be astronomical, we need your direct deposit information. Boom, they got you. That's what they do. They do. Because the minute, think about it, guys. When you join the gym, you didn't pay them cash every time you go in. They wanted your deposit account, your account where your money comes from. It's the same account they're telling you they're going to deposit in. So there's no other account, right? Where your pay goes, that's your direct deposit. Your pay gets deposited. So they want to deposit. But once they have that information, like the gym, they can take, like the telephone company, like the hydro, like the gas, like the this. Anybody you pay, the minute they have that information, they don't need your authorization. You gave it to them. Got that? Are you guys with me on this? Stay tuned for this, Let's break this down. Here's what to look for. Generic salutations. Hello, Miss Email Address. Hello, Mr. Email Address. Really? No. You don't pay attention to that at all. They're applicant, or they go, worse, using your email address instead of your name. That means you are one of 1,000 people or more they have contacted with this. Too good to be true. You better believe it's too good to be true. $45 an hour with no interview. Are they drunk? Are they on drugs? If it sounds too good to be true, it is. We have heard that all our life. But, we so want to have money to feed our family, to pay our living expenses, to maybe buy a bottle of wine on Friday night and a pizza and sit at home and enjoy. So we figure that extra little money we are making, that will take us there. But no, it's not. Check it out. Go closer. Bad grammar. The grammar is bad. They will say things like, we're looking forward to work with you. We are. Where is the R? To working. Where is the ing? Watch for awkward phrases, poor spelling, and inconsistent capitalization. They'll capitalize in the middle of a sentence. We are looking forward to work with you immediately. Kindly send us bank number. That is the one I got. That's from the one I received. I am a banker. I was trained by TD Bank to find scammers. That's my job. I cannot forget it. It was embedded in me for decades. And now, you, whoever you're sitting, wherever you are trying to scam me. And all of you and our family, our friends, tell your family about this. We are looking forward to work with you immediately. Kindly send us bank number. These scammers often operate internationally and use automated translation. That is why what they ask us for is all incorrect. Pressure to act quickly. They might say, we need your response in 24 hours or you will lose the offer. That emergency, that urgency is manipulation so they can get there. They don't know who I am. You think they knew I was a retired banker from one of the 5 largest banks in Canada? No, they don't. They just saw me on the internet like they see you. All they have is an email address. No formal proper salutation, mistakes in the wordings. Come on, you know that. They request sensitive information. Let me tell you a story. When I was working at JVS Toronto at Gin and Finch, after my first book came out, Controlling the Debt Monster, I am coming home in the summer. And you know, if you're driving on the 401 in Toronto from the west to the east or the east to the west, you are in bumper to bumper traffic. And I am coming home, and as I enter the house, I'm ready to pull down, it's hot. I've been in the car for an hour and 15 minutes. My husband just gives me a glass of wine. I sit on, but today I was so hot, I rushed into the house that day to get changed. As I'm walking, the phone rings and they go, hello, Mrs. So-and-so, how are you today? Fine, hello, what can I do for you? Oh, I am Diane from your bank. I am calling you because we want to verify all your information. You know, right away the antenna went up. I froze and I'm ready. Oh, Diane, that is really nice. What do you need? Your SIN number, driver's license, your bank account number, your date of birth. They only forgot to ask me what minute I was born. That's all she forgot to ask. She wanted the whole enchilada. So I said to her, well, no, Diane, I just got home. Can you call me back in 15 minutes? Oh, I'll call you back. Oh, no, I'll call you. So I went about have my wine. She'd call because she is a live fish. I said, hi, it's Diane. You remember? Oh, Diane, what more do you want? She told me. I said, would you like my PIN number too? Oh, yes. Most people don't want to give it to us. I said, Diane, do you know I am a retiree from the bank? And before I could say the word bank, she hung up. So they don't care. They find your name or your phone number in the old phone book. They ask me, is so-and-so here? I said, no, she died. When they phoned the landline, she died. And who are you? I'm not the dead person. That's how I answer them. So I want you to reflect for a minute. I want you to pause and take a breath with me. Inhale deeply and realize these people are coming to get us because they want what we have. This is their hot time. They're more desperate. You think inflation is bothering you? They cannot get their regular target, so they're looking for fresh meat. And we are all fresh meat. So repeat after me. And remember that. Do not let the inflation, the cost of living, the not being able to put money aside, not all of that, keep you down. Say to yourself out loud, I am alert, I am aware, and I am worthy of safe and honest opportunities, so you don't fall in the trap that they're coming to give you this gig. Somebody I know for sure, it was just because, and that's in the United States, And it was just because her bank was alert. She was closing on her house in 3 weeks. And she went to get an opportunity and she gave them her account number. And it was because of the bank's awareness. They stopped it. You think they care? That she and her children had nowhere to go. They don't care. These scammers will sweet talk you. Their mouth is open wherever the honey is dripping. And it is you now. And that's what they do. These scammers don't just want your money. They want your identity. That is your mental, emotional, and financial pillar. It's under attack with these people. So what can you do? So here are 5 steps you can take to protect yourself and your loved ones. Research the company. You really desperately need the job. Research the company. Google them. Visit their official site. If you can verify their legitimacy, if you can't, walk away. If it's not legitimate, walk away. It's not worth it. Look for real interviews. They want to talk to you. They want to interview you. Legitimate jobs have vetting processes. They want to know who you are. When last you worked, who is your resume person that can talk to? Who can I talk to that you work with, that I can get a reference? Who is your reference? Vetting process, a phone call, a Zoom meeting. They ask you to come to them and talk about that. This is the link. Listen to us. Guard your life. Don't give out personal details unless you verify them. That company 100%. It's, another thing that you have to be aware, it's a form of fraud. I get these amazing, wonderful people that send me a note and they tell me, I look at your YouTube channel and your SEO and your QBR and your swear words would be the same thing. It's not your content is amazing, flattery, but you're not getting the SEO and the ZQBR, and they have their profile, right? So I want to see if you can help me, then show me who you helped. You want to help me or you want my money? When I press your little profile, you have 18 followers. And you following 12. Is that a good message for me to tell you, yes, help me? No. Because many people mistake me for who I am. I do this because I love doing it. I do this because I believe I have a message from the experiences and the wisdom and the knowledge, education that I have in those 5 fields. I don't care whether my SEO or my ZQBR is 2,000 and I can be monetized. I'm already monetized. I am worthy. I know that. I don't need you to give me tips and for me to give you my money so you can monetize. So it's a scam. Why would I come to you when you do not have a resume to show me what you're doing? You see, they will go, they come in all shapes and sizes. So educate yourself. Report to the Anti-Fraud Center or the FCC in Canada, in US. Wherever you are, report it. Share this knowledge, especially with young adults, new immigrants, and seniors. Think of the conversation that Diane had with me. Maybe she wouldn't get a young person, but think of that new immigrant as, okay, bank, that come from a country where they were oppressed. And then Canada and America, land of freedom and whatever, and they're saying, okay, I'll give you the information, or the senior. Educate them. Say, don't do it, Grammy. Don't do it, friend. Don't do it, neighbor. Stay away. So I want to hear from you about that. Send me something. Have you or someone you know ever received one of these scam offers? I get them. You think, can you see me working online going, damn, no. One woman called me once and I recognized her accent and I said, what you're doing there is not nice. You can make money doing something else. And we sometimes have to do that. What did you do when you got one of those job offers. Put it in the comments. Your story might help someone else. As you know, today, it's not a long live, this one at noon, at 12 p.m. on Wednesday and Saturday. But it's an education one. It's one to help you to understand that, hey, you have some information that sometimes educated people are not educated financially. Because finance is not something that are talked about in the home all the time. People tell me the school should teach it. The school tell me the family should teach it. And I'm telling you, I can teach it. So choose. So as we close today, I want to leave you with this reminder. Not every door that opens is safe to walk through. Some doors are illusions, beautifully painted, but built on deception. So a door of opportunity is not always bright and cherry and wonderful and you're a great senior and you deserve better. So you have to protect that financial life you have. You deserve a life of financial dignity, not desperation. And part of living a fulfilled life through the pillar of financial prosperity is learning to protect your income and your identity. If they steal your identity, they steal all your 5 pillars. Guard it. Destroy paper with your name, burn them, put them in the sink and wash them. I don't care what you do, but get rid of that information properly before you just discard it. You know, stay safe, stay wise, and stay prosperous. So, all I know for sure, together, we are stronger, smarter, and more prosperous if we each one teach one, like what Nelson Mandela told us. So you have some new information from me. Who can you share this with? Who in your life deserves to hear that? It's not even wise to entertain them. Sometimes they call, listen to this last tip, and they know they're calling a senior, and they say, oh, can you hear me? And you say, yes. That's all they want. Do you know that yes is mimicked and they go to the places where you have voice notification, voice acceptance, and you say yes? And they can have things on your name that you didn't have. You don't know the number. Let the thing leave a message. You don't have to know everybody that's calling you, and you don't recognize the number. Swipe it and delete it. If it is legitimate or it's important, they'll find you. They'll call back. And with this, I say, have an absolutely amazing afternoon. I ask you to contact me, and have you had someone who received one of these scam letters? What did they do? What did you do if it's you? Put it in the comments.